Hi Virgo, welcome to your October 2020 reading. My name is Jem and I'll be doing your reading. Let us get into your vibe. Don't have this deck out, but I will shortly. Let's get into your vibe by looking at the Soul's Journey deck. That felt right. And we do what feels right. Kick the light. I apologize about that. There we go. Okay. Perfect. The Soul's Journey. What is going on with Virgo? Blame. Whoa, right out the gate, Virgo. The ability, or sorry, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Virgo, I don't know if you're being blamed or if you're blaming someone, but blame is on the table. Okay. We have service, Virgo, humor, love, and death. Whoa. Oh, and we also have discipline. What's at the bottom? Success. All right. I feel like this is more than enough. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. We have service. I feel good when I can help others. If this is not a Virgo card, I don't know what is. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. If I do it like that. Okay. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That's lovely. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Ooh. Okay, love that. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yes, you can, Virgo. All right. So I don't know if you're in a space where you're blaming yourself maybe for the dissolving of something. But you know what? I'm not going to really build off of this. This was just a vibe that I felt. We're going to have it in the background. I do want to read this. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Wow, that's lovely. This feels like the purpose of all of that. And then, you know what? Let's just go one more time. Surrender. I release, or I can release my need to control. So this feels like the root of the issue. Control. That feels like the root of the issue, but we'll have that in the background. The readings that I have been doing this month is just a one card theme and then building off of that energy. So I'm gonna just proceed with that by looking at what the theme of your month of October has been like. And here we have the Two of Pentacles. This is not the card that... I'm not finished the shuffling process, but the Two of Pentacles came out. So I don't know if you are indecisive about maybe two job opportunities, two ways... Oh, a lot of Pentacles. Whoa. About abundance and acquiring it. I don't know if that's something that you are struggling with. Abundance, or with what to put your time into, what to start building. What to start building, to put your time into, it feels more like what do I give my time to? What's the theme of the month for Virgo? We have the Lovers coming out. Look at that. I'm not finished my shuffling process, but okay, so maybe the vibe that you're feeling, what to put your time into, relationships, or another card. Ooh, okay, so here, something codependent. So we had the lover. Okay, so we had the Two of Pentacles. We had the Lovers. And then we had the Devil. So with that, I feel like there's this teetering maybe between two separate connections. One that is loving, while the other one is maybe toxic. One is toxic. One is not rooted in love, but rooted in fear ultimately. And it's oppressive. And not knowing where to put your time into, maybe? Or feeling pulled between the two. We will see, Virgo. What is the theme of the month for Virgo for the month of October? What is their theme this month? What is their theme this month? Virgo, what is your theme this month? All messages are for their highest good. Highest good. What is the theme this month, Virgo? I do want to say, though, all messages or readings here are timeless. So if you watch this in January and it connects with you or resonates with you, please take what resonates. That's how this works. Just take what resonates. What is the theme of the month for Virgo? At the bottom of the deck, we have conflict. Ooh, feels like conflicting ideas, but let's see. The theme is the Lovers. Okay. Look at that. The theme of the month is Lovers. And then there's conflict there. Jeez. Okay. Let's dive in. What deck? I do want to use this deck, but I'm feeling called to this deck. All right. I say all right a lot. Okay. So coming out of the deck, we have the Princess of Swords, followed by the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands. This is not the reading also, by the way. The Knight of Swords. I'm going to stop shuffling to just unpack that for a second. Ooh, and the Two of Swords. Okay. They came out with their backs turned to each other. So I don't know if this is different aspects of one person. Let's see. So we have the Princess of Swords. She represents the Page of Swords. And this is a reluctant energy going off of the card of like what it usually looks like, but more to the idea of a thought has manifested. And the belief of that thought is not very strong, but the thought is there. Maybe it's, no, it feels like a thought. The thought or an idea, no, it feels like a thought. There's a thought that has manifested. And there's light coming out of the sword. So there's truth here, but it requires an adjustment. It requires an adjustment. And this truth is related to your form of stability. But look at you. This feels like you going like, no. Defensive, in defensive mode. This truth is, it feels like it's something that it's something that has caught you off. Let me speak from my heart. It's something that you know is true, which is why you're fighting it, but you just need space to adjust to it. You need space to adjust to this truth that involves stability and a thought, and maybe it's with this person. And it's like, it's interesting that you got the Lovers. This is a loving union versus the toxic union. This also is the card representative of Gemini. So this could be the balancing of your feminine and masculine energies inside. And then the devil is the card for Capricorn, if that resonates with anybody. But here we have this the lovers. And it seems like there is some form of truth lighting your cranium, lighting that Mercury space, involving stability. And maybe you're not trying to settle down, and this is probably why you are defensive, or you just don't want to accept it right now. You need some space to accept it. And then on the other side, we have the Knight. For me, it looks like they're opposing, so it looks like this. We have the Knight, who just feels immature. This feels immature. I don't know if this is your energy. Feels immature. Like, I don't know if this is your energy, but you're turning your head, like you're turning away from the truth. Or let me say, someone is turning away from the truth. Let me not blame. Let me not blame. That's service, humor. Here it is. Let me not blame, but I also feel like there is that vibe of blaming toward being seen or shown the truth. And now you want to blame someone about it versus accept it. There is no surrendering here. And like I was saying that this feels like the root of the problem. I can release my need to control. I feel like that's not being released. That's what I'm feeling here. That's what I'm feeling here. But, and then this is where we are. So many indecisive energies. That's where we are. You are struggling mentally. You're mentally struggling between thoughts and how to be practical, like struggling with your own nature. Yeah. This is significant. All right, so we're gonna get back to, and then I see the Tower. So I don't know if something is gonna force you out of this loop that you're in with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles is more of a loop. The Two of Swords is more of you're stuck. Like there's no movement. There's no movement. Let's clarify or get to know more of what the Lovers theme means for Virgo for the month of October 2020. All right, oh, 10 of Wands. So there's an exhausting energy. Something is exhausting or burdensome. Something is heavy. And again, I can't seem to get through the shuffling process without messages falling out. Look at this. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. So we have the 10 of Wands, backbreaking. The Three of Wands, something leading somewhere. We have the Seven of Cups, so different options. And then the High Priestess. This feels like denial. I keep interfering with the light. This feels like denial, Virgo. This feels like denial. This feels like denial. The denial I feel here and here. This is what I feel. But let's see. And then it's like 3 to the 4 of Wands. Okay, but someone's carrying a lot. Someone is carrying a lot. And it's beginning to get heavy. And I don't know if there's recognition of what was the start of this backbreaking work. So they're moving towards letting things go and surrendering. And getting back to the source, to the reason for why. But then we have this energy of distractions. And again, it just feels like you're avoiding something. But there's your intuition just making itself known, like, hi, yeah, you think that it's this, but it's really not. It's really not. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. There's a transition happening, and there's a lot of resistance is what I'm feeling. Okay, let's see if we can make it through the shuffle. Nope, we can't. So then here is the Hangman flying out. The Hanged Woman. I'm going to put her back in the deck and say that just her on her own. The Hanged Woman is the Neptune card. So you could be seeing things for not what they are. And that kind of goes with the Seven of Cups, like an illusion, like Neptune, yeah, illusion. But then at the same time, like the veil maybe is being lifted for you at this time, and you are being urged to see what's in front of you and accept reality and not be in denial or distract yourself or escape from what it is that you're feeling, and just allow it so that it could show you what it's there for, like why you're experiencing it. Because our feelings, our thoughts, they're not us, but they are messages to us to let us know of something, you know? So it could be that you're being turned upside down. And I don't know if it's because of something that is interrupting your life with the Tower that came out earlier that I saw, Judgment. But let's clarify. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Page of the Princess of Swords. I feel like this is someone. I feel like this is someone. Okay. All right. So we have, I feel like this is you. Do I? No, I lied. This is the truth. This to me is representing the truth that is not being trusted right now. And in fact, it's holding someone hostage. They're feeling held hostage by it. Here, there's potential right there in the hand of the Queen. She's nursing it, and it looks like an eye. Again, coming to this truth. There's potential. Something is here. Something is here. And it's not fully being, what's the word I want to, no, it's being acknowledged, but it's not fully being credited. But it is something significant. And then here we have, so we have the King of Wands and the Emperor. I just feel stubborn. Like I'm feeling stubborn. Stubborn. That's what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling stubborn. Stubborn and looking away, literally, from the potential that is being felt, attached to the truth. And because of it, you would much rather suffer than accept it. I'm curious to know what the truth is. So that's what we're going to look at. It just feels stubborn. Someone's being stubborn. Someone's being stubborn and not accepting something in reference to this connection. Someone's being stubborn. Let's see what this is all about. And it's frustrating me. It's frustrating me. Because it feels like frustration. Like there's no flow of energy. There's a block. All right. Can we get clarification on the Princess of Wands? Can we get clarification on the Princess of Wands? She came out twice. Clarification on the Princess of Wands for Virgo's 2020 October reading. Can we get clarification on double confirmation with the Queen of Pentacles? Yep, something is there. Can we get clarification with the Princess of Wands? We're going to dive into that first. In a second. But let's just finish this shuffling. Clarification for the Princess of Wands. Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords. I kept saying Wands, I realized. For the Princess of Swords. Clarification for the Princess of Swords. Why is she here? And what is light being shone at? What's she about? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Princess of Swords? How dare I call you the Princess of Wands? The Princess of Swords, what's going on? What's going on? Let's get some clarification. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, okay. The High Priestess, Temperance, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Yep, okay. So, the potential that I have goosebumps. The potential that I am feeling to the two Queen of Pentacles, okay, is this nurtured potential that could possibly turn into an offer of love. And it feels like here in this loving relationship, nurtured potential here. To look at this first, it seems like what's needed is in the middle, and what's happening is here. Someone's working and not taking time to relax and to come to terms with what it is that they're experiencing. And what they're experiencing could be, honestly, I want to say it could be true love or a very significant loving relationship or connection, or some form of alignment for your higher self. So this could also mean aligning yourself for ascension, some form of getting to the next level. But this feels like a relationship, and it feels like there is an avoiding. Someone's avoiding it. I don't know if it's you, Virgo, but someone's avoiding it. And again, intuition is out, but this time she's out with the with the Princess of Swords. So I feel like what this represents is some form of truth. Wow. That involves, ooh. It feels invading. It's like this form of truth that is manifested energetically. It feels like vibes, like something that is sensed and felt. And it's something you can't lie or hide from. This is the Moon card. And maybe this is felt at night. mostly. But it's something that you can't hide from. And there is need for approaching this from a level-headed perspective, or an energetically leveled perspective. It also feels like there's a need for reciprocity, but someone is not giving, and this someone is the one working. This is the someone that's working. That's how they have the pentacles here, because they're busy working, because they're trying to avoid this thing that's happening to them, this feeling or this experience. But it's going to result in an offering. So what I feel is someone's playing coy, and I think it's the Virgo. It's just so many pentacles. I feel like it's the Virgo. Someone's playing coy. And then I also feel like that someone is the same one stressed out, stressing their own self out, because this feels very cerebral, and that to me is indicative of Mercury energy. This feels very, very mercurial. And then also, not to mention, we have double eights, and these are just distractions to the truth, because what could really be happening, what could really happen is just come to terms with it, accept it. Interesting. Interesting. Let's look at what is keeping, let's look at the Eight of Swords. What is keeping this person trapped? What is keeping this person trapped? So we have the Queen of Swords, Justice. What's keeping this person trapped? The Tower, and the Six again of Pentacles. Jeez. Okay, so there's this tone of bitterness. And Justice, again, I'm getting this blame. There's this tone of bitterness. So maybe what is keeping you trapped is the fact that you feel that something unjust happened to you, and it's keeping you in a very bitter state. There was an explosion. Maybe this is the conflict. But there was something that took place. But if we look at the order here, but I feel like this is actually maybe what's going to take you out of it. But then again, we're back in this. I keep kicking this. We're back in this Pentacle energy. And it's not that you're not supposed to be in a Pentacle energy at all, but it just feels like a mask. It feels like a mask. It is service. It is service. You are helping someone, but it just feels like a mask. And maybe what takes place is, okay, so what's happening is this person is feeling trapped because they're bitter. Okay, I'm just gonna go with what I'm feeling. They feel bitter. They feel wronged. And they require some form of justice. They get an epiphany and recognize, or some form of enlightenment, and judgment is here. So they get some form of enlightenment that you need to give. You need to give. You need to give. Come out of this protecting energy and open up and give. Reciprocity is at the forefront of my mind. Reciprocity is very Venusian, which is a fancy way, a word of saying Venus. Venusian energy. But Venus represents reciprocity, the give and take, giving and taking, and not giving to receive, but giving because that is what's required. So in a nutshell, okay, but then we have this energy over here that I would like to look at. But let's look at this for what it is right now. So there's this connection that someone is ignoring. And that someone that's ignoring feels like the Virgo. It feels very Virgo-like because there's just too many pentacles to ignore. And that someone that's ignoring it is using any form of distraction, mainly through work, things that they're good at, work and thinking. Mainly through work. And this feels like excuses. It also feels like excuses. Excuses. Work and excuses and thinking to avoid possibly reaching out, because here we have this possibly reaching out and reconciling something that they have been ignoring, which feels like this connection. Let's get clarification on, so we are, wow. Let's get clarification on the King of Wands. This is going to be a super long reading, goodness. Let's get clarification on the King of Wands. What is up, King of Wands? Why are you here? Clarification on the King of Wands for Virgo's October 2020 reading. Why is the King of Wands here? 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 Like I said, it feels stubborn. Stubborn to the vision that it had for itself. And then behind it with the Emperor, it just feels like this is, the rules, this is how I envision things to go. It was supposed to go like this and like that. And even though I can see that this is not happening, I'm still going to hold on to it because I don't want to change. Like, I don't want to shift. I don't want to move. I don't want things to be different. I don't want things to be different. I just want to do what I know. But that doesn't take away from the fact that what is there is there. So it's like a denial. That's the energy that I'm feeling, but we're going to confirm it. So why is the King of Wands here? King of Wands, why are you here? But he also has light. He also has light. King of Wands, why are you here? Why are you here? Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Again, with that distracted energy. Okay. Okay. So, we have Three of Cups. This feels like, okay. So, the reason why the King of Wands is, okay, wait, before I get ahead of myself, because I just thought of that, the Devil card that came out earlier. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Two of Wands. So the energy that I'm getting is the reason why this King of Wands is ignoring it is because he is indecisive, or struggling between making a decision between these two energies that were felt before. There's 3 parties here. So there's the energy, he is one. So he's one. Number 2 is, let's say, this person here with the lovers. And number 3 is the devil. And here he is struggling. Which way, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know what way to go. Eventually he figures it out because there's some clarity that's shot into his mind. Some clarity that is shone on him. And who knows if it's that same sword of truth. Some clarity that's shone on him to have him go after. So there's 2 knights here. We have the knight of action, and then, so the knight of active action, inspiration, moving inspiration, and then moving emotion. These feel like offerings. Who's he gonna go to, or who are they gonna go to? Because this can also be a girl. The reason why I said he is because of the King of Wands. But here I do want to say that energy is fluid. The king could be a woman, or the energy is not specific to a gender. It's just the representation of masculine energy or feminine energy. So it feels like this king eventually is gonna have some form of clarity and will be approaching someone. And it feels, because this came out, this is the one that they're struggling with. And I think it's because it's the one that they want. It's the one that they want, but it's not the vision that they had for themselves. It's not the vision that they had for themselves. So it requires a lot of thought. You know, I mean, it requires some confidence to make the decision. And because things seem to be rocky, it just seems like, ooh, it just feels like it requires even more confidence. So what I'm going to look at before we go, because this is a pretty big reading. And it's interesting because I did Leo's reading right before this, and their reading was right to the point. Love that. Just everything is different. I'm gonna look at, or let's look at, because you're with me. So we're gonna look at the Queen of Pentacles energy. Like, what's being held? Like, what is this? Like, what's going on? What is that? And then we'll sum it up and then call it a day. I do want to say that what I'm presenting to you, Virgo, is a story, and how that story resonates with you is for you and you alone. So what we're doing right now is clarifying, or just not necessarily clarifying, we're getting some more information on the Queen of Pentacles. As I say that, 2 cards come out. The 4, oh, okay, so she represents something. She is the person. The Queen of Pentacles is not, she is a person. And she, ooh, I don't know if she rejected you or if you rejected her. Yeah, there was something that wasn't taken. There was something that wasn't taken. It feels like a missed opportunity. But I'm going to just keep going. Did I put that in the right way? Yeah, it feels like a missed opportunity. But I'm not done the shuffling process, so we don't know that for certain. The Queen of Pentacles is someone. So we have a king and a queen on the board. The Queen of Pentacles is someone. So they're both holding light. She's looking forward. He's looking to the side. And I thought, anyway, didn't think that she was someone, but she is. And it looks like the moon is behind her and the sun is behind him. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Why are you here? What do you represent? Like, what are you here to show us? In Virgo's October 2020 reading. What are you here to show us? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. And this, what I got was the source of their thought. The Knight of Swords was the source of their thought. That just came to my mind. Okay, 6, okay. Okay. Things are... She represents a soulmate. She represents a soulmate. And a confident person who they can build with. Or you can build with, Virgo. Or maybe this is you, Virgo. So she represents a soulmate that is confident. Sure, yes. But there's confidence in the building stages. Like this is someone that you can build with. But then we have the Nine of Swords. It's like the progression of this energy. And the source of your pain. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is why you feel bitter. Is why you are stuck. She's the source. And then she's just also giving me this vibe where she's the High Priestess as well. It's like she represents the truth and it bothers you. Because you have to be different to approach her. You have to be different to approach her. You can't do what you've done before. You can't do what you've done before. All right, let's summarize. Not summarize, but end this. So in summary, 42 minutes into this reading. In summary, there's two energies that someone is, two active relationships that someone can take part in. There's one that is the Lovers and one that is the Devil. And this has someone feeling stuck. They don't know what decision to make. And not to mention, they also feel, possibly because of this conflict, that the one that they have a loving connection with, who is in fact a kindred spirit and a soulmate energy, who they would like to build with and who they can build with, did something to them to cause them to feel mentally stuck and be worried. And this is rooted in feeling like something unjust happened and now they feel bitter. And this is all after, because initially that same energy that feels bitter wasn't giving to this connection. They weren't giving. They were not giving. And something took place and now they are feeling slighted. A revelation can be coming that might turn that energy of protecting oneself and not giving. Because the not giving is, no, I don't want to give to you. It's more of, I want to protect myself because this feels too real. This is like shining a light on an aspect of myself that I haven't looked at in the mirror before. And because I don't have a mirror nearby, I feel very insecure and I want to just hide and protect myself. The remedy to this situation is for you to stop working, whoever this is. Stop doing and allow yourself to collect yourself so that you can receive that clarity that you're looking for. Because ultimately, we have 3 knights on the board now. What's going to happen is there's going to be, as I fished, yeah, we have 3 knights. There's going to be, yep, for sure, there's going to be an extending of energy. There's going to be an extending of energy. But what happened before was someone felt rejected. No, there's 4 knights on the board. All the knights are on the board. And that also lets me know that there's this immature vibe that I'm feeling. Like, it is immature. There's an immature vibe. There's an immature vibe. There was something, oh, it didn't stay out. So the night that I'm feeling or remembering was when we were shuffling for the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups came out with the Knight of Pentacles. And it was like someone feels rejected. And that could add to the bitterness that is felt. All right, I hope this resonates. Actually, if this resonates, great. If it doesn't, great. This message is for someone. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Virgo, this was your 2020 reading for October, the middle of October. Maybe this resonated and happened, and now you're dealing with this, or this is going to happen. Yeah, that's everything. I will see you again in your November 2020 reading. Take care of yourself, and I hope you get that clarity that you seek or that you need.